Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome,
Hello.
welcome, welcome. I can see we've already got a bunch of people joining us from all over the world as usual. We've got Jessica Powell from sunny Texas. Hey, Jessica, how's it going? Um,
We have
Nelan, hey,
Milan.
Nelan, how's it going? I miss you. I've not seen you in so long. Ivona from Poland. Welcome, welcome. Dzień dobry. We've got Lydia Krupe from Dallas, Texas. How's it going?
Oh, we have
Irene from Jordan. Do you guys?
Claudia from Italia, too. Ciao,
Yeah.
Claudia.
Yeah. Carmona from Spain. Hola. Marit from Finland. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And did I see Vitali? Yes, I did. How's it going, Vitali? Welcome back. So good to see all these amazing familiar faces joining us. The AppSmash Festival is one of my favorite times of the year at Wakelet because we have so many partnerships with loads of incredible companies from all over the world. And when we think of integrations, there's some which are really fun, there are some which are really useful, there are some which are quite technical, but when they all come together, magic is made. And we love seeing the way that our community innovates, pulls things from all over the web, and smashes tools together and gets some really good usage out of them. And for me, I'm super excited about all of the possibilities that the Canva integration brings up with on Wakelet, and this is what this session is about. I'm a huge fan of Canva, and our integration with Canva is very, very powerful. It's basically the whole suite of Canva tools, all conveniently placed within Wakelet. You can do an awful lot with it, and of course, we've got the embeds as well. But I wanted to, before we jump in, introduce our incredible guests joining us. Jackie, how's it going? How are you? Where are you joining us from today?
Hi, I'm doing good. So I'm joining from Rochester, New York in USA.
Very nice. And Frankie, how's it going? Where are you joining us from
Hello,
today?
hello. I'm from Dallas, Texas. So I see some neighbors in the chat.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I've never been to Dallas. I've been to Austin and San Antonio, but not quite Dallas yet. The team
Very different vibes. Very
I
different
can
vibes.
imagine. Yeah, yeah. Austin seemed like its own kind of like special, kind of unique little culture. And San Antonio, I didn't get to see too much of. That was just this year, actually, at ISTE.
Oh, that's such a bummer. San Antonio is really cool. Very rich in culture there. Austin, the saying is keep Austin weird.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Austin's weird. And
Yep.
then Dallas is its own thing, Fort Worth's its own thing. So you'll have to come
Yeah.
visit.
I will, 100%. I know that the team have been. I was really jealous because they went to watch the Mavericks play, and
Oh.
I'm like the only basketball fan in the office. So it's having other people who usually like soccer watching a game and not being there. I hated it, but maybe soon I will. Okay, so let's kick off then. I know that you guys have some amazing things to share with our community. As always, guys, in the comments, share your thoughts, share your opinions, share your feedback, share how you're inspired, because that's what this is all about. There isn't many occasions where we all get together as a community and learn. So let's take advantage of it, right? Everybody share the kinds of things that you're interested in. If there are any particular points or things that Jackie and Frankie bring up, give them a thumbs up. Let them know that it works. Let us know how you're going to be taking these things into your classrooms when you go back. So let's kick off. Jackie, I'll leave you to it. And Frankie,
Right.
I will bring I'll bring us both back in once Jackie's done.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
All right, great.
Okay, I've just added your screen so we can see that.
All right, perfect. So today I wanted to share with you some of my tricks and tips on how I use Canva within my Wakelet collections. We have so many different ways that we can embed Canva. And when I work with my students, we have a program where it's for the culinary students, and it's a career and technical program. And so we have our students create collections that would be their resumes, their portfolios. They also will be creating a restaurant and a menu. So we use Wakelet collections to do so. And so what I have designed here and for a collection to share with all of you today is the different ways that we can be able to embed the Canva designs. So I took one of my Canva designs here, and this is an example of how I could download it as a picture from Canva and then upload it as an image into Wakelet. And then it would appear like this. This is static. If I need to make any changes to it, I have to re-download and upload the latest copy of it. The next one that I put together is option 2 for our students, and is download from Canva as a PDF file. And with this, it looks like a file link that they are able to click on. And if I go here, it will open up my PDF file. It takes a moment to load. All right, so here I can have it just like this, but then we can also edit that as well. So I can go in here and I can be able to take this same link here and be able to edit it, not just by renaming the PDF, but when I go into edit, I can be able to go and grab that picture. Now, one thing I like when I am making changes within Wakelet and my cards here is when I go to edit the image. Now I can upload the image like I said before, but here I can go design with Canva. And when I do design with Canva, it allows me to actually grab my projects. So I can go into projects, I can find that folder that I might be working on. I'll just grab this, for example, here. Then I can go in and just collect and select what I want and be able to hit publish. And then that would be right there. So having the Canva integration has been a lifesaver for me, being able to just go in and grab my projects and grab my designs that are already in Canva to do so. So the third option I have is to be able to create a smart embed live link from Canva. Now, we can be able to create that smart embed live link, or you could just paste the share link from Canva right into Wakelet. And when you do that, it makes your Canva design live. So with that said, I can go into Canva, I can make changes to my Canva design, and it will reflect in my Wakelet collection. This has been really helpful for when you want to collaborate with staff and say you want to really minimize how many hands are handling your Wakelet collection, but you want to be able to share and have more people collaborate on your Canva design. By doing that, you can share this Canva Live link in your Wakelet collection, and then separately in Canva, you go and share the design with the people, invite them to edit that Canva design. Now I can have students be collaborating and designing this Canva design without them needing to necessarily be in my collection and making changes to my collection. So that is 3 different options that you can do for sharing, embedding Canva designs. Now, for today, I have gone in and I have created the different Canva templates for all of the designs. So in each of our collections, you have a certain size for your background. There's a certain size for each layout that we create with the grid layout. There's also, you can see here, these banners that I created. Those are banners I created in Canva. And today I have the template links from Canva for you to be able to do that. So you can be able to create your own banners so you can have them be personalized. They can design greatly with whatever your background is. I love to use the banners within my collections. It helps things stand out and adding color. So I use them quite often. But here I have the templates here of a slim banner, so something slightly smaller, a banner a little thicker, and then a large banner for you for designs as well. So with this, you can be able to click on it and it will give you that option to be able to view and then save that template and start designing. So yeah, so Misma?
That's really cool. People in the chat are saying how useful it is to have those templates on there as well.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that process, because I think that like a lot of teachers want to be able to create templates for their students to use, how easy is that to do? How long did it take? Like, is it something that teachers can do quite quickly and then just reuse them through like our groups feature, that kind of thing?
Yes. So basically, you could take any Canva design that you create, and if you want to make it be a template, you can go in and actually let me go ahead and grab one moment. All right. There we go. And lost you for a second. Okay. So I can go in here, and when you are in your design, when you go to share, and actually I already have it up here, but if you don't see the template link, you would say template link or more for a template link, and you'd grab and say create template link.
Ah, nice.
And then that's it.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. And how these kinds of things, like what sort of ideas do you have in terms of like giving these to students? What kind of tasks and exercises do you think that these templates lend themselves well for? Obviously, it's dependent, right, on which one it is, but
Right. So I ended up designing all of these different sizes because I found for myself, I would struggle to get the design and have everything look just right with whether it, especially with the backgrounds, I would pick something and it would look like, oh yeah, that's going to work. And then it would be blurry when I put it in Wakelet collection. I went on to Wakelet's website and I found all of the specs and the exact sizing you use for each of your layout pictures. So I used that as a guide.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I sized everything in Canva and then created these templates. And I've shared this with my organization to help the students and the staff take the guesswork out of the sizing of it. So now if they want to design a background, they could just use that background template and start creating designs there. And then they know that when they put it in Wakelet, it will look perfect.
Oh, nice. We need to get those templates into the integration, I think. I'll have a chat with the Canva team because we have currently just templates for the cover images, I think. But it'd be really, really cool to get like a full suite so that they match everything perfectly.
Yeah, for sure.
You've inspired me there. I think I'm
That
going
would
to
be amazing.
pick up the phone and speak to the folks at Canva and see whether we can get that in for sure. Amazing. Thank you so much, Jackie.
You're welcome.
We'll bring you on after Frank as well. But some people are asking where they can find these stuff. I've shared all the resources and the Jackie's templates collection in that link there. So you'll be able to, I've just shown it up on the screen. But if you just navigate to that comment, you can just copy and paste that and you'll find everything, including all the resources for the session. Amazing, Jackie. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I'll bring you back on. I'm going to bring Frankie in now.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hey, Frankie, how's it going? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
Okay, I'm back. I'm here.
Got you. Okay, take it away. This looks like a cool collection.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So, Jackie, I loved all your templates. When I was making stuff for my teachers, I was a digital learning coach previously. Templates were supreme. I mean, even as like a user. So, love that collection. What I'm talking about kind of talks about that. I linked it for sure. But this is more using what I'm talking about is about the Canva features and what's new with Canva because they had this huge release, I think it was this summer. So what I've done in my collection is I've split it up by sections. Now I was very much a section header girly. So I love doing that. It's great for adding that pop of color, like Jackie said. But, I want to try something new. So here's what my sections look like within Wakelet. I have them collapsed so we can kind of see almost like a table of contents. So just as a quick reminder, with the integration, you can design your cover image directly from Wakelet. So this graphic I created, like if I go to design right here, I designed it with Canva. And I actually pulled in the project or the cover, the first slide from the presentation I did last year for this presentation. And then I just added AppSmash to it. You can do that. I kind of walked you through how to do that, but there's a picture for it. You can design an image for your collection. So again, you can bring in those designs for that you've already created and put them here or do something brand new and fresh. And I'm a queen of embeds. I love when they're there. I like to look at them. So if I can, everything I'm talking about is like, it's all interactive. It's on one slide. I loved having my kids' computers locked down. Like, you are stuck on this page. Don't leave it. So anything I can do to keep them there, I do. So again, you can design with Canva here. And then you can add a public view link to your collection so it embeds. I do have a note here, though, that I don't know if you can see, so I will just kind of read it. Students under the age of 13 with Canva accounts won't be able to get that public view link because of the privacy settings. So if they were to put that link in there, it will just show up as a link, as an attachment. So if the kids, as long as they share it with your account, then, or it's like in your Canva classroom, you will be able to click it and view it. Or the kids can download it as a PNG and upload it so it's viewable, or download it and upload it as a PDF so it's clickable. Some workarounds there. Also a disclaimer, I'm a Canvassador, but I'm not employed by Canva. So account settings could be different. So what I just said was true for my district and true, I think, for a couple other districts, but I think it's based off it changes from district to district. So if you have kids under 18 where they don't have public view links, then that is specific to your district. Just a disclaimer there. Here's what it looks like to get that public view link. You just copy and you paste it just like you're adding a website, and it'll pop up. And I loved Jackie's collection here on how to embed Canva. She covered what I just covered, just a little more in depth, so it's there. Now, the new things about Canva. So the 3 things I want to talk about is Canva Magic Write, with Generate a Quiz, Magic Charts, and Code. So with Magic Write, that is something that it uses AI where you can have it elaborate or shorten or do something with your text. And that's super great. But now I'll scroll down and I'll make this bigger so y'all can see the GIF running. Now what you can do is you can actually generate a quiz. And I just this is from Canva, the quiz generator. So I didn't create this myself, but you can create a quiz. You can edit it. So let's say you don't really love what AI generated or you want to change it. You can do that here. Also along the top, I have a picture of it it says responses. You're able to see who answered it. So it's completely clickable and functional here. So if I scroll down here, I just put the public view link. This is my presentation. I can scroll. This is pretty small. So I could make it bigger so I can read it. But regardless of what format it's in, I can click it and I can submit it. I happen to get it right. So all on one screen. So again, you can edit the question. So you would just click edit within that toolbar. And then here's what it looks like. You can change the question. You can get rid of the question if you just want to have a poll or just answers there. And then you can change the footer. So it's submit, but you might want to do something kind of fun. You can add that there. You can also check the responses. So maybe you just want to get a general pulse of the class. And so who it is doesn't really matter. It can all be anonymous. That's fine. But if they're logged into Canva, it will record. I'll make this big so everyone can see it. It'll record who answered it. So on this test, I answered wrong. And so I can see what I actually answered here. And I can view responses that way. So all that from within your Wakelet collection here. With Magic Charts, and so what this does is this takes the data. So if you have not had a chance to play around with Canva Sheets, highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. You can actually take your data and make a chart off of it, and the chart will automatically update based on what data you have. So here is that GIF or GIF, depending what team you're on. Oh, you're not going to load now? Of course not. Okay. Okay, I don't want dead. Oh, there we go. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight the content. You're going to click this little icon, and then you're able to, I just pointed at my screen like you can see, you can change what you want it to look like. All the colors are formatted differently. You can change what kind of graph you get, and it adds it to the presentation. If you want the kids to put their sheet in here, you can. As it looks, it doesn't look great, right? But you can expand it. So if you go down and kind of hover right there, you can expand it. And then here you can see the whole thing. And so again, can't edit it, but you can at least view it that way. Here's what it looks like again, but you can also upload a picture. So on this graph here, you're able to right click and download the selection as a PNG. So if you want just the graph, you can update that as well. And then Canva code. I want to talk about Canva code because if you're thinking, I'm not a computer science teacher, I don't know how to code, this doesn't apply to me, it does. Because you can, if there's a game or an activity or a drag and drop that you want to be created that doesn't exist, Canva code will make it for you. Here's another GIF. Let's see if it'll load more quickly. What it's showing, once it decides to show, is it will show me just talking to the Canva chatbot and telling it what I want, and it will generate the code for me. And so all I do is when I go to a new design, I click Canva AI, and I click code for me. I just selected a prompt. I said, what do you got? So it generated that, and I added randomize the answers because I noticed sometimes that it was the answers will always come up as A, and obviously I want to change that. So I changed it, or I added that to make sure you randomize the answers. And what's super cool about this is that when you create with Canva code, you can export whatever you just created in a variety of different things. So you can create it, or I have it listed up here. You can do websites, presentations, docs, social posts, and more. But again, what I care about is what embeds in Wakelet because I want it all here. And so you can embed your Canva code creation as a presentation, whiteboard, and doc in your Canva Wakelet for it to work. So here it is as a presentation. So I can click it and submit my answer. Next question. Again, it's kind of small, so you can't really read it. So you can go full screen. What do plants need to make their own food? This one happens to be A. So which group? So let's answer it wrong. Let's see what it looks like. So that's how it looks like there. Fully functional. If I don't want to go full screen, it's there. As a whiteboard, so I can go full screen here. Remember the white, and then this one I can scroll to answer. But if you have not explored whiteboards, that is kind of what it sounds like. It's just a big whiteboard where you can add a bunch of information, activities, collaboration. And then a doc, which embedding a Canva doc is my favorite workaround with Google Docs because Google Docs only embeds as a link. I love Google Docs, there's no shade. But Canva Docs, it embeds so I can see the doc on the screen. Again, I don't want anyone leaving. I want them right here. And so that's all I have for you. Here in resources, I have my personal collection and profile here. And then a Wakelet for educational leaders. This is a presentation that I printed a few times to, again, educational leaders who want to use Wakelet maybe at like that higher like admin level. But anyways, Mispa, I'm ready for you to come on stage.
Oh, that was absolutely awesome. I think like this is a testament to what we've been trying to build at Wakelet for so long, which is a place that can house everything, right? And I think that the real power of collections like that is not just that, like it's amazing that I had no idea, by the way, that like quizzes and the data stuff that you showed could actually embed. I have like a tab open right now on my screen of like a presentation, a Canva presentation that I was going to show, just in case like you missed it. Silly me. And then as you were showing it on screen, I was like, oh, I don't have to show that. Like Frankie's got it. And then you just started to get like escalate more and more and more to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea that you could do that. So like, that's incredible, right? But I think that like the true power of Wakelet comes from the ability to have that Canva embed and then directly underneath it, like a video that you've uploaded instructing the students. And then underneath that, like a YouTube video, and then underneath that, a PDF the stuff that Jackie was showing as well. So yeah, I love the stuff that Canva are doing. Abid's just mentioned that Canva have some awesome stuff headed our way. I don't know if he knows something that we don't, but Canva always have really cool stuff tucked up their sleeve. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to ask you a question, like, what is like your dream? And this is for both of you, and whoever you wanted to like answer first is fine. But what's like your dream project with Canva? If you were to say, hey, teachers, this is like a really good experiment or exercise or lesson or something where you're really engaging the students and you're using that Canva embed, you're using the templates. I know I'm putting you guys on the spot, but what do you think it would be for me? Not for me, for you, sorry. I was going to say what would it be for me after you.
So you got something to tell us?
I can tell you mine. Yeah, like I would have loved to have had this level of interactivity when I was like a student, right? Like it's on a different level. And sometimes like I think it was during the pandemic that things really came alive for us at Wakelet, where, you know, the community spirit was so high and people were sharing all of these amazing experiences that they're giving their students in the classrooms every day. And I was like comparing that to like the experiences that I had in school. And it's like the funnest thing that I can remember is like when they'd wheel in a massive television and put a video on, right? Like that was super exciting. The kinds of stuff that we're able to do with our students now is on like a different level. For me, it would be the actual design elements, right? So like designing, as Jackie was showing, like a menu, or thinking about something like if I had a business, let me do the logo for that, you know, let me do like a flyer, that kind of thing. I think that I would have absolutely loved that, because it's not just creativity, you're also learning like all these awesome residual skills as well. But I wanted to hear like what would you guys say is like the dream project, or something that you think that the teachers could potentially, educators could take into their classrooms and roll with using the integration?
I have one, Jackie. Are you ready, or do you want more time to think about it?
You're muted, Jackie, by the way, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is actually a lesson that I've done a few times, and it was so much fun. It's the kids create a news broadcast within Canva, and they're able to add all these effects and do all these, like the background remover. And so now you don't have to have a green screen, and you're able to do all these really advanced things, and add sound effects and add new backgrounds and elements. Like one kid had a flying chicken, and that was a part of their broadcast. You know, they recorded it as like, oh no, the chicken's back. Here comes the animated chicken. So it was cute. And we did it, I think 2 different years, maybe 3. And so we tweaked it every year that we did it, but it was such a fun project, and the kids got to explore all facets of Canva. And I think our last year, it's kind of a blur, but I think we actually added them to a Wakelet so everyone could see. So then it was like, for that Wakelet tie-in, it was a great way to have that collaborative collection. And so everyone could see everyone's collections or news broadcasts.
I would have loved that at school. I would have loved to have done that. I was like living, like all through primary school, I was like living for those lessons. As soon as the teacher was like, I've got something interactive for you today, I've got a challenge for you today, anything that involved like getting up and speaking, or doing like a mini play or like role play, that kind of thing, I used to love. So yeah, I would have loved that. What about you, Jackie?
So for me, oh my gosh, there's so many things, but it would be the ability for our students to, when they're editing in Canva, they're creating their portfolios. And a lot of times I've found for the students, when they're designing their cover photos, they might find a photo in Canva, but they want to tweak it. And with Canva, even with some of their pictures now, you can change the colors within the photos. They can adjust the colors. They can also swap. I know one student liked the whole photo, but did not like one bicycle that was in there. And they have the different photo editing tools within Canva where you can just grab that bicycle, either replace it, or they can put some, or delete it altogether, and then it doesn't look like it's even there. So just the ability for them to be able to express their creativity within Canva, and then be able to just have those be live designs in Wakelet really lets things pop for them and keep them being able to update as needed without too much of a download and upload and re-upload and within Wakelet.
Yeah, and again, like one of the reasons why because I was using Canva for a long time before we were partnered with them, before there was any integration with them. And I think that's the key. It was like as a platform, able to get you from like A to B without you having that specialist knowledge, and knowing that like I'm doing something right now, like what you just described with the magic grab, that would take somebody like a long time to do manually, and I'm having it done like that. And I think that any platform that does that is amazing, right? So yeah, it's really cool to hear these ideas. Everybody in the chat saying the same thing as well. I'd love to hear from the chat as well. Like, what more do you want to see from the Canva Wakelet partnership? What more do you want to see from the integration as well? Because I think the stuff that you showed, Jackie, I'm watching that and I'm like, this is like super, super useful. How amazing would it be if that was like integrated already into the integration? So yeah, let me know and reach out to me as well, like personally, like send me a message, msbro@wakelet.com. And if you have any thoughts, feedback, or ideas on what you want to see from this partnership and from this integration, please do let me know, because the Canva team are amazing, as you guys know. Like they're really cool. They're so accessible, very easy to talk to, and always really, really eager to like share great news with the community and share these kinds of app smashes. So yeah, really, really happy to hear the ideas that were shared today. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we move on to the challenge? No.
No, I'm waiting for Jackie.
I'm like,
Abid, you're teasing us in the chat with these this drop. So if anyone missed it, they're apparently Canva's having a Droptober event or whatever on October 30th. So I don't know if that made it on the screen, but interest officially peaked. That's what I want to end with.
Likewise. Okay, fantastic. And Jackie, anything from you?
No, I mean, everything. I'm good.
I love putting you on the spot.
I can go on for hours. So
no, I need to stop doing this, because I remember, like, again, we started doing webinars on like a supercharged level during the pandemic, right? And it was a vibe where all the educators in the world were so connected, and it was so warm and fuzzy, and everyone was just so happy to be connecting with people, especially during community week. And I used to end all my webinars with, any final thoughts? And everybody would always be like, it's so beautiful to connect with everyone. It's so and that was like 2020. It's like 5 years ago. So I need to update my final question, because the final thoughts thing just doesn't work anymore.
Well, now I feel bad. It's wonderful to connect with everybody.
There you go. Yeah. I'm sure you feel that way as well, Jackie. Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time today to share your expertise. So many people in the comments are sharing the awesome things that they've seen today. Eyes being opened, ideas being taken, inspiration being had. So yeah, everybody in the chat, I did share it recently, but I will share it again, the link to all of the resources. But yeah, a huge thank you, Frankie and Jackie. I appreciate you so much, and I can't wait to collaborate with you both again.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. See you soon. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys, that was awesome. Again, if there's one thing that I love at Wakelet, it's the fact that it's a home for everything. And there are very, very few platforms where you're able to see all of these incredible features and these incredible integrations from platforms that you guys are already using come into play and rest one after the other, right? And we're just going to expand that. Like we took that as a principle and we've rolled with it. So again, I really mean this. Your feedback is super, super important to us when it comes to this. Like, none of us are going to be sat here thinking, oh, I wonder what to integrate with next. We do sometimes, but most of the time, these really awesome integrations and app smashes, they come from feedback from you guys. Like, wouldn't it be awesome if we had a Canva integration? Wouldn't it be awesome if Edpuzzle videos embedded, that kind of thing? So please keep it coming. But don't go anywhere, because for the final 5 to 10 minutes, we have a challenge for you, which I'm going to put on screen now. And we would love for you to partake in this challenge, because we're doing challenges for most of these sessions, because it takes into account all of the things that you've learned today. And you guys should be able to see that on the screen. It takes into account all the things that you've learned today and puts them into practice. It shouldn't take more than 10 to 15 minutes. So step one, just go to wakelet.com, create a new collection, any collection, open up the Canva integration with Wakelet. You've got a GIF on the side there showing how that works. Then create one or both. Really simple, a collection header image that represents your class theme. You can use the templates that we've got on there and edit them, or a really simple infographic or a poster that says things like class rules, learning goals, about the teacher, about the student, and do something different with it. You don't just kind of do the templates and, roll with it. Like add a little bit of your artistic flair with it. I'll put that up again. Step 3, use this link here to share the AppSmash session in the chat. I'm going to keep this running for like 10 to 15 minutes and share it in the chat. Anything that's submitted is going to be entered into the AppSmash prize draw. So you definitely want to get involved in this. In addition to this, we've got a section in your certificate link, which you can paste that in as well. But any submissions will be put into the prize draw. It's a really, really good way of getting involved and getting some of that fun of the AppSmash Festival, whilst also learning how to use the integration and discovering a few little bits as well. So I'm going to keep that running in the background. Let's give it 10 to 15 minutes. Use the comment box to drop your links in. Make sure to make them public, drop them in, and then I'm going to be sharing the certificate link in the chat now as well, so that when you're done, you can submit it there and request your certificate as well. I will see you guys in around 10 to 15 minutes. I cannot wait to see all of the different links that you guys share. See you soon. Hey guys, last chance to submit anything that you want to share in the chat. If not, please do head to the certificate link where you'll be entered into the prize draw when you submit your creation. Just a few more minutes left before we close the stream. Thank you all so much for joining. It's been amazing. Hello, everyone. We will be closing the stream now, but do not worry. There's still plenty of time to get the challenge sorted. Once it's done, please submit it using the link that we shared. We can't wait to see you tomorrow for more sessions, and thank you all so much for joining. We appreciate you.